Allison Pryor, and today I'm going to show you 3 easy steps to paint a whale's tail. And this is a whale's tail, a sample that I did, and I won't be doing the full video today or the full painting, just the whale's tail. But if you want the full painting, all you have to do is tell me in the comment section and I will do that for you. So it's 3 easy steps. And the very first step is to get a pencil, and we'll draw our whale's tail. So I have a 7B pencil so you can see the lines. So let's just take the bottom of the whale first. So we'll just make a line here, nice dark line. We'll make another line over here, depending on how wide you would like the tail. So let's get a little closer for you. There we go. And so as you can see, the bottom of the tail there. So we'll draw that first. And then you're going to draw another line over here. Just a straight line for now. Just make a little curve on the end here. And then you can measure that line with your pencil, like this. And then you can go over here and you know where you want it to end. So then you do another straight line. Just go straight over and make your little curve. Good. That's the bottom of your whale. Now let's do the top. So all you have to do is take a line from here, up here. You want to get a distance from here to here, and then draw your line up here. Make a nice little shape of a tail, and come down and around to meet that little edge. And then you're going to go again on the other side. Just go down and up and around. And now you have a shape. And in here is a little shape called a fluke of the tail. Then you can we can shape up our lines after, so we can just bring that line up here and down here, just to give it a little bit of a shape here. So we're going for shapes. So that's your very first step, is to get the shape of the whale's tail drawn. Now I'm just using watercolor paper. If I was doing the full painting, I would be painting on a canvas. This one is a circular canvas, as you can see, and it's just a wrapped around canvas around some wood. You can buy those already made. And here is the paints that you're going to use, which is blue, ultramarine blue, cad red, burnt umber, and some white. And you'll need a flat brush, flat chiseled edge brush to help get around the lines. And we'll make our own black today. So let's just mix some blue in the center here and some brown, probably some equal amounts to see how it works out, and a bit of red, probably a little less red. And when you mix them, then just mix them. You may need more blue, so you just go and mix them until you get that really nice dark color. So here's a nice dark color. So let's try that. So all you have to do now is fill in your whale's tail with paint. And this is why you need a chiseled edge brush, you see? To get that straight line. Good. Now, so you fill that in the best way you can. And then you come up around. I'm not sure, you might need 2 coats. This is your second step. So your second step is to paint in the tail. And then you can shape it up and get rid of those pencil lines by going over the pencil lines, but just make sure that you try to get a nice straight edge. Good. Just come down around and fill it in. Alright. It's one side done. And now we'll do the other side. Like I say, you may need 2 coats. So mix up some more paint. There we go. And fill it in. If it doesn't come out exactly the same color as the other side, then mix your paint till you get the color as close as you can. There we go. It's hard to go wrong because you're just using the same 3 colors. There we go. We'll get that straightened up for you. And just fill that in. And go over your lines so you can get rid of those pencil lines. Good. There we go. Pretty simple. Doing 3 steps helps you get your painting started. You will need a start. Where to start? A lot of people don't know where to start. And if you follow these 3 steps, then you can get started in your painting, and it'll encourage you to go and do more. So once you get your 3 steps done, then you can do all kinds of things. You can add more detail, and you don't have to be as cautious because it's all done for you. All you got to do then is just add a few details that you want. And then you come over here and over here and fill in. Good. Now, see how easy that is? And now we'll come down into the big tail, the big bottom part of the tail. It's so easy. And just fill in your colors. Good. See how dark that paint is? You didn't even have to use black. There's nothing wrong with using black. But what you can do, if you don't want your black to be too flat and to ruin your colors, you just add other colors to your black. Like red, brown, yellow, any colors. And that will brighten it up. Not brighten it up, but it will give it more interest. So, when you get that done, your second step, you're going to let that dry. And let it dry. Get your little fluke in here. There we go. A fluke. Straighten up anything that you need to do. And let that dry. Then we'll go on to the third step. Now if you're happy with the shape, and if you need another coat of paint, if you feel like you need another coat of paint, you can put on your second coat of paint. This is your second step. Now it's just to get your whale painted the way you want. So you don't have to worry about anything right now. Don't have to worry about detail or anything. You're just filling in the coat of paint. Okay, so you're just filling in your coat of paint, getting straightening out your lines, and making sure that it's nice and covered. Now, see? The second coat really helps nice. And then you can shape it up if you got any flaws. So I'm going to look at that and see. It looks like that side there is a little higher than this one. So I'm just, because if you draw freehand, you can, you know, go off a little bit. But if you can't draw freehand, then you can get some clip art. And then you can trace it out. You know, just look up some pictures of whales. And then if you can't really, because you don't want to be frustrated. Your main thing is painting. Okay? So just trace it out if you have to. But you can try it freehand if you want to. See how I fixed all that up a little bit there? It's a little bit better. And now we'll let that dry. And we'll do our third step, like I said before, but I just want to do a second coat just to show you that you can make some changes. You can adjust things that need to be adjusted, get rid of the pencil lines that you made, and have a look at it, and if you like it, let it dry, and then we'll do our third step. Now when your whale is dry, when your whale's tail is dry, here's your third step. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get some white paint, okay, and then we're going to add that to the darker color that we made to brighten it up a little bit so we can do our highlight. So now when you get your paint on your brush, you can see there's a lot of paint on there, so we don't want all that paint. We want a dry brush. Okay, this is what we're going to do, is we're going to dry brush. So wipe all that off. Okay, if you need more white, it was not bright enough. I'm going to make mine a little whiter for you so you can see the video. So I'm wiping all the, see how the paint is coming off? And I'm taking all the paint off my brush. I'm using the same brush. And we'll see now that's too much paint. So we'll dry brush. So you're going to take the top of the line and you're going to put a white line on top up here. Just bring it over on the very top. And hopefully it's not too much paint. And you come down around a little. And then you're going to just, don't go to the other side yet because it might dry on you. But just take this and we'll shape up the tail, probably come down here a little bit. And just scrub. Scrub off the paint as if you're trying to clean your brush. Okay, just scrub, 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 scrub. No tap, 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 tap. Scrub, scrub, scrub. Okay? And then whatever's left over on your brush, just scrub it down the bottom, but keep that nice darkness on the bottom. That will give you a nice rounded looking tail. See that? Now. Good. I'll lighten it up a little bit more for the other side just to make sure. So I'm getting more paint, light color paint. I'm wiping it off in my tissue. And I'm going to do this side. So you start at the very top. Start at the very top, bring it over and down a little bit, and then start scrubbing. Scrubbing, scrubbing. Okay, just as if you're trying to clean your brush, that's all. So you're dry brushing. And you just come about halfway down, I would say. Okay, good. So make sure if it's not bright enough, just put on a little bit more. Once you get it on there, then you can just scrub it in. Okay? Scrub, 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 scrub. Make sure it's not too much paint because you don't want to ruin it. Down around here a little bit. There we go. This is your third step, which is your highlights. Nice. See? It's a different looking tail, but I mean I'm doing it for the video so that you can see it. And I'm going to, this is the other one that I was doing, so it's basically the same. You can see the highlights. Same thing. And the little fluke in the middle, same thing. Pick up some paint, but wipe it off in your tissue first. We don't want too much paint. and just to the top of that fluke, but leave a little shadow there. And then pick up a little more paint, wipe it off on your tissue, just wipe it off, and then we'll do the side. Oops, sorry, start on the line here, start on the line, there we go. And scrub, 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 scrub. As you're scrubbing, move over towards the center, and then you'll see all the paint coming off your brush, okay? But you're going to leave that dark side there. See how nice that is? And that's it. That's how simple. I'm just going to throw some water down here. Now if you want to see the full painting, if you want me to do the whole painting for you, you can ask me to do that for you. And what I'll do is then I'll do the whale's tail again, and then I'll show you how to make that water drip off the whale's tail, and I'll show you how to make the water and the lighthouse and the sky, which is pretty simple. But the water coming off the tail takes a little longer, so I'll show you that after and what I use. So there is your whale's tail. I hope you liked it. 3 easy steps. First step is to draw out your whale's tail. And then the second step is to paint it in with a dark color of red, blue, and brown. And then your third step is to add a little white add white to the dark color until you get it nice and light, and then dry brush. So you're going to put the paint on your brush and put the line on top and then scrub it in, but make sure, don't forget to wipe off your brush, because sometimes you get a bit too much paint and then you have to start over. So don't forget to let it dry before you do. Let your paint dry. Your second step, let that dry, and then your third step, then you can dry brush your lighter colors on top of your whale's tail. So I hope you like this painting, and if you, like I say, if you want me to do this painting, just let me know in the comments below. And I think I might do another 3 steps. I like people seem to like the 3-step method that I've come up with to make it easier for you to get your painting started. And I may do another one on some clouds, so you can do 3 steps on your clouds, and I'll probably do one like that. You can let me know in the comments if you want me to do those clouds also, okay, to show you 3 steps. And if there's anything else you want me to show you 3 steps on anything, let me know, and I'll certainly give it a try for you. There's some things I may not be able to do that's complicated, like portraits and things, but give me some suggestions and I would love to do them for you. So I will let you go, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy painting, everybody.